just getting momentum, things like that.
Yeah, really big. I mean, those are things that we need, you know. I know I talked previously about how, you know, when we don't get interceptions or just turnovers in general, how things can kind of get, our momentum is just really bad as a team, you know. And so we always talk about playing collective or playing together as a team. I think that us creating turnovers is kind of our responsibility for the team to create momentum. So,
do you think Danny was going to score on his?
I just told him, like, I don't. Yes, I brought up. I played last year against TCU, and I was happy that he didn't end up the way mine did. So, no, I take that over mine.
You know, twice they had chances. You know, the games within 7, they got the ball. You guys got the 2 turnovers. What does it say about the growth in your defense?
I think it's really big. You know, it's one of those things. We got to be ready to respond at any sort of moment. I like really our energy and how we approach sort of those situations. You know, I've been in situations before where, you know, something like that'll happen and, you know, we'll kind of get off guard getting up off the bench, but every single time that anything, you know, bad happened to the offense or turnover or anything like that, we were just like, let's go, and we just attacked it. And, you know, I think we all fed off of each other today. And I think that today was something that we really needed, just to kind of go forward knowing how we kind of work together when we click at a pretty high level. So.
How much was today needed, just as far as, we got 4 games left and it feels like everything's different than it has been for the last one?
Yeah. I think it's pretty important, you know. It's important.
Yeah. Did you feel like the way that you guys prepared, though, you guys were going to come in and play well defensively?
No doubt. I think that we just kind of knew. Coach Venables has kind of been saying it too as well. Like we worked hard, man. Even during those losses, like we were putting in a lot of work. And so it's one of those things that you just keep stacking and one day it's gonna catch up. So
you'd end up in the end zone?
No, I did not. I was telling some people on the sidelines, I got a chance in high school to kind of catch a touchdown, but it went right through my hands. So I'm glad that this time I was able to catch it and get through the end zone. But no, I would have never told you I would be in the back of the end zone tossing the ball to the ref.
Well, what did it look like to you? I mean, to me, it looked like you kind of just strolled on in. And
oh, that's exactly how it looked. The blockers did a great job. I mean, they were in the right position, right timing and everything. Timing was perfect. So it was really just catch the ball from Turk and waltz pretty much right through the end zone. So they did a great job with that.
You see it open up like that?
I have not looked at my phone. I can imagine a lot of texts from relatives.
More than when you just hit a couple extra points.
Probably a lot of texts from relatives and friends is my assumption.
Zach, when you see it open up like that, what's going through your mind?
Run like the wind. Get through it. Make sure that ball security is good. So,
coming into this year, I mean, you hadn't really got much playing time your first 2 seasons here at OU, but it seems like you've been playing for a long time. I mean, the way you've been performing this year.
I appreciate that, and I gotta give a lot of credit to the coaching staff here, and then Gabe Burkich from last year. You know, he helped develop my confidence and my overall ability, because going against him the past 2 years, I mean, that's going up against a pro. So, I mean, he made me better every single day, so I can't thank him enough for that. And this coaching staff gave me the confidence to just be able to go out there and play freely, so that's helped a ton, just being able to know that I can go out there and mentally be free and just physically just trust my technique.
When you start the game off with that pick, what did that do to kind of set the tone for this defense?
Definitely set the tone. I think it set the tone for the entire team. For us to come out the first drive and get an interception, I think it excited the whole team, so we ended up playing well the entire game after that.
You got 2 picks. The defense got 2 picks in the fourth quarter when Iowa State could have tied it up. Was that feel good after what you guys have been through?
Yes, sir, for sure.
Like that?
It definitely feels great for us to come out and get 2 turnovers and against a tough Iowa State team to finish the game is always good.
You got a couple of interceptions against Kansas, one against Texas. Is it like a relief that the turnovers are finally coming for you guys?
Yes, sir, for sure. I mean, it's something that Coach emphasizes for us every week, and for us to come out, like I said, for us to come out and get 3, and then those 2 games even to get some turnovers is always good.
Woodi, we stood right here on Monday and we talked about Xavier Hutchinson.
Yes, sir.
What did you guys do well, and how much did the run defense help in containing him?
I think the run defense helped extremely a lot, because I mean, they want to give 8 the ball, and then for us to stop the run, it's going to force them to throw the ball, and we know where they're going with the ball. So it was a big deal for the defensive D line to get those stops.
What kind of building block can this thing be for for you guys, just as far as the jumping off point for the last 4?
I think it's a huge building block. I mean, like, for us to come out and play this well against a good Iowa State team, we heard all week about their defense, and offense did a great job of getting a few scores, and we did a great job in the kicking game. I think it's going to be a great spark for us.
Seems like you guys handled adversity really well today. Even they scored to start the fourth quarter, and then the turnover. What was different about being able to come out and respond over and over in the fourth quarter?
I think it was just coach. When we come to the sideline, what coach is telling us, and we're getting adjustments, and we're just going out there and making plays.
Thanks, Woodi.
Punched in, but at the same time, I wanted this Air Gray's year. I wanted him to get that extra touchdown.
Danny, you were running back in high school, man, so that should have been a natural for you, right?
Yeah, it's been a few years, but I had to knock off the dust. But next one, I'm getting in there for sure.
Ted Ruth said you always were telling him you got good hands. He said he's never seen it before today. Have you proved it to him now?
Yeah, that was. It's funny to hear that from him. But in practice, I'm always snagging one-handed interceptions like that. So that's kind of a everyday type of thing.
How good was it for the defense to produce like you guys did in the fourth quarter with the game on the line?
Yeah, on a more serious note, that was awesome. That was a great team win. We really came together. We were in that tent. It was really unified. Something that it really felt good. Every single drive we were out there, we were playing together. That's something that was awesome, and we're going to continue that for sure.
After the game, you went into the stands, found your dad. How special was that moment to share with Steve?
Absolutely, man. I found my mom first, because it's just a lot of hours, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that they put in. They've contributed so much for me, and it's just nice to see some fruits of my labors pay off. And I know they were just happy as I was, if not even happier.
What's it do for the defense to get Billy back in there?
Absolutely. Everyone knows Billy's a tremendous player. It's, me and him came in here together. We've worked our butts off, and just when he's on the field, we're better. And he's a great player, tremendous athlete. He makes plays.
Danny, did you think you had scored?
No, but I was close. I was kind of deciding if I should dive out or throw the stiff arm. I'm gonna throw the stiff arm every time.
Practice that little celebration laying on your face, just kicking and spatting.
No, I didn't practice that. It was all in the moment. I tried about every single celebration running through from one side to the other side.
So it sounded like you guys were having quite the time in the locker room after the game. Obviously, it had been 4 straight games where you guys had surrendered at least 40 points, and obviously 13 today. Does it feel good to silence the noise like that?
A little bit. I've talked about it before. We just got to come and do our thing. And we put together drives. We were able to close out those drives. We had some really big 3-and-outs, really big stops. And it was just overall a great team win. Great one for the defense. Everyone do their job. The D-line dominated today, that's for sure.
Justin's interception seemed like another big play. What did you see on that play?
Absolutely. Justin's a tremendous player. He's going to make those plays. He's going to step up in those big moments when we need him the most. That's why he's on the field. That's why he's always going to be on the field. He's a tremendous athlete, great player, and an even better leader.
How much of a building block can this continue to be for you guys going forward defensively?
Absolutely. Just another step in the road. We're going to keep using this. Get at it tomorrow and just get better. Learn from our mistakes. Get better and better every single day. The process doesn't really change. Even those losses, it doesn't change.
How big was Turk today for putting 2 balls down inside the 10-yard line?
Yeah, he was one of
touchdowns.
Oh yeah, he was one of our MVPs, man. When he gets the ball, it's gonna go far, and he really got a hold of him good, and it's just awesome when he can flip the field like that.
Is that a type of game that you have to win field position because of the way they play defense? They slow it down a lot.
Absolutely. Special teams is always big. In a game like this, it's even bigger, and we were able to do our thing, and we had some stops all over the place.
How much does a performance like this underscore the importance of generating turnovers?
Turnovers are always, that's the name of the game. Whoever gets the most turnovers usually wins the game. That was proved today.
Does it feel when the game was over? Do you have any lingering injury or anything going on?
No, not at all. I just needed more of a stretch. We got in the locker room and stretched it out, and I feel fine.
It was just a crap?
Yeah, just needed a stretch out.
What was that moment like when you had to go into the tent, though? It seemed like everybody started freaking out a little bit.
It was, with me, I'm a level-headed guy. I knew I was going to come back in the game. It was just a matter of time of stretching it out, allowing him to run his course and get back in there and play hard.
You guys continue to run the ball really well right now. Just talk about getting into the game and being able to run against that 3-man front.
Our O-line has definitely stepped up and done a great job, just imposing their will on defenses. They're opening a lot of holes in there, allowing me to get to the second level and make people miss. That's what we wanted to do all week. We wanted to get me on the second level with speed, and we did that today and allowed me to make people miss.
How did it feel to punch that in the end zone towards the end of the fourth quarter, put the game away, basically?
It felt great. It was a great play by Danny, picking that ball off. I thought he was going to score. When he didn't score, I was like, we got to get this ball in there to really ice the game. It felt great.
Is there a
matter of just kind of preparing yourself that, okay, this Iowa State defense doesn't let anything easy happen on the ground? I mean, just how do you prepare to know you're going into a battle like that?
Well, you know, we heard it all week. We heard it all week how good the Iowa State defense was, and for me, it was stick to my keys. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be opportunities in there. I saw opportunities on film that other offenses didn't take advantage of. I was like, we got to make sure if we see this look, we have to take advantage of it, and that's ultimately I did that today.
Talk about just the resolve of this group. It seems like everything's a lot better now here than it was about a month ago.
Right. I mean, the fun's in the winning. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it all the time. You know, we had our ups and downs, but I feel like our team is confident. You know, defense played a hell of a job today. You know, the offense is clicking. I think we're hitting our stride. You know what I'm saying? Coming back together as a team and playing well.
So what does a win like this do for a team, you know, for the remainder of the season? I mean, what kind of momentum does it provide?
You know, it provides a lot of momentum and confidence. You know what I'm saying? Going into this game, Coach Venables played us a clip right before last night that showed that they were saying that, you know, Iowa State's going to win this game easily. You know what I'm saying? But for us to come out here as an offense and show that we can impose our will on defenses, on any defense, and for our defense to do that against their offense, it's a big momentum swing for us.
Take me through your time in the tent. I mean, you were in there almost 30 minutes, it seemed like, actual minutes.
Mm-hmm.
What are you telling yourself? How are you being patient and just making sure that you're okay to play and come back on the field?
You know, like I said, I'm a level-headed guy. I knew I was gonna stretch out and come back. It was just a matter of time of just sitting there and waiting. You know what I'm saying? I was patient. I was like, we'll be fine. Just be ready when the time comes, and ultimately I was.
When you